close the door. Hello, welcome back to my tea house. For today's cup of tea, we'll be talking about the State of Union Arena and my thoughts and opinions on the game and where it's heading. Real quick, I do want to say that Draw 3 is having our first progressive case event on the 31st in the next couple of weeks. Everything up to SAO is legal. We cannot have Black Clover or Bleach in this event because Black Clover and Bleach needs to be out for a week in order for us to have this. If we want Papa Bandai to give us these online events, we have to show them that we are respecting their rules and our events as well. So I will have the link in the description below. I hope to see you guys sign up. It's $15, and I hope to see you guys in the Discord playing through the ranked communities and continuing to grow as a player. First and foremost, the reason why I've been procrastinating with this video, the reason why it's taken me so long is simply because I've been enjoying the game. I have been enjoying the game. I've been lurking in your guys' videos. I love seeing all the new content creators that are coming out. I've been commenting on the cheaters, commenting on the people playing wrong, and I've been experiencing a lot of these online events and some of these online communities that are no longer there, sadly. And that brings me to my first point and statement. The state of UA, the game itself, is in a healthy state, and I think it depends on us as players. If there's one thing you see in some of these successful games, hell, even Yu-Gi-Oh!, even though I think Yu-Gi-Oh! Is gradually dying, that might be a controversial take, their communities are strong, the players are strong, and the companies that are good, that want to be successful, are going to listen to their players. Some of these communities have been scamming players, neglecting to mail out prizing. I've experienced this, and had amazing systems that could have gone extremely far, but they just lack communication, dropped off the face of the earth. And it sucks to experience that as a player. It sucks to see other people experience that as a player. If we continue to have weak communities like this and Bandai sees this, why would Bandai want to support the game? Now, thankfully, we have people like the Haven Boys. Shout out Haven TCG, a group of Toronto boys creating great UA content and putting up amazing tournaments, innovative tournaments. Shout out Eggman. Shout out the GOAT, Eggman. I'm glazing right now for showing us that we can do this, for showing us the blueprints, how to properly run an event that people consider a huge event. That's the reason why Draw 3 and my team, created the Draw 3 Discord. That's the reason why we created the rank system, the reason why we want to put on these big box tournaments, these events, because we want to get to the point where we're throwing these 200-man events that people are anticipating, that they're looking forward to because they want that competitive nature. That segues to my second point and topic, and one thing that I think UA has been lacking, that hopefully the rank competitive season will fix, and hopefully us as players and communities, as we continue to grow with the game, will help fix itself. The competitive aspect, the competitive nature. I'm not going to blame Bandai because Bandai originally wanted this game to be a collector's game. They never wanted it to be competitive. They didn't anticipate us to make it competitive. Bandai has been paying attention, they have been adapting, and they have been listening to the community, and that is a huge sign. That's what we want as players, for the company to listen to us and adhere. Now, they're not going to be able to make fast changes, because we also, again, per my earlier statement, have to prove to them that it's worth their time, that it's worth doing this. And with a game that incorporates new anime IPs constantly, there's a chance for this game to last a lifetime, for it to last a lifetime and be one of the best entry-level competitive games. The first thing that I want to highlight with why it feels like lackluster when it comes to competitiveness is simply just because we haven't had a competitive season announced. You know, for the first year we had Orlando, and then after that it was done, right? And now we finally have our first actual season announced. shout out Gen Con. I will be at Gen Con this year, and I'm excited to see you guys again. I can't wait to see some familiar faces that I met in Orlando and some new members of the community. Hopefully I can arrange like a powwow where we all meet up, talk, play games, etc. And if not, you know, them's the breaks. But what was supposed to hold us over, and what they're still trying to hold us over with, is rare battles. Even more so, the large scale rare battles. And the reason why this doesn't work, you know, I love you, Bandai, if you're watching this, no disrespect or nothing, because again, you guys didn't expect this to be competitive. The reason why this feels like it doesn't work is because every local shop can host a rare battle. And because every shop can host a rare battle, sometimes you have shops with 3 to 4, 5 people there, and you can come in there and smoke that shop easily, get your card, and it just makes it easily attainable. And from a collector standpoint, if you want the cards to hold value, it's not really incentive. And from a competitive standpoint, bro, this is a 5-man. I don't really feel, you know, rewarded. I had posted in the UA Discord, the community Discord, not the Drothy Discord, asking people their thoughts and opinions on the state of UA. And a lot of things that I saw revolved around the rare battles, the reward structure system, and how that if you place first place, you get the card with the winner stamp, but then some people don't feel as rewarded because everyone else gets the same card just without a winner stamp. I don't necessarily mind this, you know, because again, you still want some of the other players to be able to have the same card. Where I shy away from it is, why are the rare battle arts the same as the 3-star arts? Now, my homeboy Tyler stated that it's because Bandai wants people that can't afford to get these 3 stars to be able to play with the same art style. And I'm like, cool, okay, I get that. But at the same time, now me as a collector, I don't really feel rewarded when I pull a 3-star or when I buy a 3-star if I have the money to flex, right? And I think it would be cool to have the rare battle alt cards be a little different than the 3-star alt cards. And I understand with these companies, when it comes to different IPs, you know, there's a lot of hoops and hurdles, and maybe they're not able to do that because some of these shows don't want to release some new unique art for this anime outside of the actual show, right? Because, you know, egos, people get jealous, etc., etc. But I think changing the art from the 3-star to the rare battle already solves one issue for both collectors and competitive players. In terms of the actual rare battle tournaments, I think that if Bandai makes it a little more limited in who's able to put these on, I think that the competitive nature, that hunger, will start to grow a little bit, because now these tier 2 stores, or even limiting it to like tier 3 stores, right? I say tier 2 because there might be some locals and some small towns that don't have a big enough store, and hopefully Bandai has the hindsight to like include those regions, because again, they don't have the capacity of some of these bigger cities. But if we limit the tournaments to some of these tier 2, tier 3, right, then these rare battles become a little bit more limited, meaning more players have to come, meaning there's more people at these tournaments, meaning you really have to bring the A game, play at your best, and understand the ins and outs of all the decks. I think that would be an amazing fix. And again, the game is still young, it's still new, it's still in its infancy here in the NA, and there's a chance for this to change moving forward. The other thing I want to bring up, which again I kind of covered, is the action point event packs. You know, it sucks seeing that some of the alt arts on the cards are the same as the action points, but again, I think there's, you know, something that has to do with licensing contracts, so I'm not going to get into that. But I would love for us to get those pink action points here in NA, whether it is regional prizing for top 8 and up, whether it is rare battle like, honestly, I wouldn't mind getting those pink action point cards as winner cards for the large scale rare battles. Like, why not make the rare battle cards that we get, right, be the locals one. But if you want those action points that are specifically for that IP that are pink, put them up as the grand prize for these large scale rare battles, and I guarantee you're going to start seeing an influx on participants, even though they already sell out. But it is up to us as players to prove to Bandai that it's worth their time putting money and thought into this game. And the reason why I think Bandai's paying close attention to us is because Bandai is finally starting to listen to the JP region, and they have changed their rare battles from the red and white cards that they're getting to the specific color IP that we got, right? And I honestly think that Bandai is using NA's competitive season as a test, as a case study, seeing how we adapt to making it competitive, see how what we ask for, see how the bans that are going on in JP affect our region, how they make the game competitive, seeing how it's more balanced. And I think depending on how we thrive as a region competitively, Bandai will be like, okay, let's ship this out to the UK, let's ship this out to Mexico, and now we have the English speaking region, and then we have the East Asian region, and then you have all the winners, just like One Piece, right? All the winners from those regions meet at Worlds. I honestly think that's what Bandai's doing, and if they are, I think that's an amazing idea. Because again, this game is still young, and we as players are growing with it, as Bandai themselves are growing with it, because they're learning how to make this game properly competitive, how to capitalize on what Weiss Schwarz was unable to do, right? The game is a lot easier to understand, a lot easier to get into. At the beginning, yes, it was a lot more life sacky, but as this game progresses, I'm telling you, there is a skill gap. The players that know what I'm talking about know what I'm talking about. And I want to shout out Typical Red's comment in that thread discussing how he loves the state of the game and is excited to see the competitive nature come, and how he's excited to see how play evolves, because a lot of players have gotten complacent in a specific play style and it works for them, but then once they get to a bigger tournament or a bigger event, like these Eggmans, like the Draw 3 event we just had, like the Haven event that just came a while ago, they get stomped on and they don't understand what happened. They can't even blame life triggers at that point, because their opponent just did some crazy sequence line with the 1 of 1 or the 2 of that they have in their deck, and they're like, what? I thought this yellow Saitama deck was broken because I could just slam down the 5-2 Saitama. Well, I got news for you, bro. Yes, it's broken for people that don't understand, but the fact that you don't have a blocker anymore, I'm going to take advantage of that. Remove all your boards and keep swinging 4 at your face, bro. You have no blocker here. I'm just going to chum block that. People don't have that wherewithal. And I'm excited to see that continue to grow and change as this game grows and change, because these decks are becoming more consistent, these decks are becoming more balanced, and these decks are allowing us players to have more creative freedom in teching in specific tech choices that are unique to us and how our brain operates, and we're able to do these crazy lines. Once again, it comes back to us as a player, as the community, to show Bandai how much we love this game and how it can grow and excel. The next thing that I do want to talk about, and I want to say this with a grain of salt, just because I'm pretty sure One Piece was in a similar situation when they first started. I think Digimon 2, they were all best of one-ofs and then eventually got top cut. We've only had one event, guys. I understand the sentiment and I do agree with you. One thing that I love to see after this competitive season, or even at our nationals, is a top cut. I don't want to do a best of 3s all day. I think that would take long. I experienced that with the Haven Boys tournament. You know, a best of 3 in every single match. I was there all day, my boy. I'm good on that. But being able to have a top cut day 2 best of 3 with top 16, I think would be amazing. And I say this specifically because watching Worlds, seeing that Madoka player brick after all those trials and tribulations, after getting so far in the tournament, getting to the end goal, stomping his opponents, he bricked. Now, if we had a best of 3, maybe we would have saw something different, a different outcome. But I do think that this game is fast enough to allot a best of 3 in Top Cut. And I would love to see Bandai explore that as the game continues to progress and as it grows. I think that the main reason for why people felt slumped once again is because we lacked that competitive nature, and I think it's up to us as a community to cultivate that competitive feeling. And me and my team want to take upon that task on our shoulders with our Discord community, the Draw 3 Discord community, by having rank, every 2 months, I think it is, the rank season ends, and we give out prizing to the people who topped, etc., during the rank season. And I'm pretty sure the rank season is free of charge, but when it comes to our box tournaments, those will be tier subscription. It's only $8 or $5 a month to get into our bi-weekly box tournaments that we plan to do. And then, much like Eggman events, much like Haven, we will have our big events where we hope to bring in 100+ people, 200 people, the dream 300 people into the Discord. But I want the 16 people that top at Gen Con at one of these regionals to be members of my Discord community, of my team's Discord community, or of the Tea House community. Any one of those, I'll be happy. Obviously, I want my team to top more than all of you, respectfully. Hey, bro, I want to be a pro too, bro. Like, I gotta get mine too, bro. Like, yeah, chill. But I want us to show Bandai, yo, we are throwing these 200-man events, and we have the best of the best players in our Discord community. Give us those online events. Look at the numbers we're pulling. We need to continue to sell out these offline events, and we need to continue to have these big online events hosted by the community. And as long as we keep doing that, I think Union Arena is going to be here for a long time. For those that are new to the game, that stop by the Tea House to listen to me rant, this is an amazing game for people that are new to trading card games to pick up, learn, and gradually improve upon their skill as the game progresses. I think this is an amazing time. I think we're in a golden era for TCGs. But one thing I do want to say out of that interview that I had with Jimmy, that's also never coming out because the audio, I need to message him and apologize. The audio, it was my first time making an interview. His audio is unusable. The interview is unusable, and it sucks and it makes me upset. But one thing that he talked about during the interview that I want to bring up is how he plays solitaire with himself to practice. He'll get 2 decks, he'll put them up by himself, and then he'll play both and try and beat with both, understand the lines and everything like that. That's the type of dedication, that's the type of time and commitment it takes to win a nationals in this game. That's the type of time and commitment it takes to win a regionals in this game. Are you labbing future sets? Are you watching other regions play? Are you creating a team? Are you studying the game? Or do you just want to play casual? It's up to you. I'm super excited to get into some of the new content ideas that I want to make. I'm excited for Black Clover. I think I have a new main. I can't wait to show you guys that deck list. I'm not going to show you my deck list, but I'll show you a deck list similar, and I'll leave it up to you guys for interpretation on what the one-ofs and choices that I have implemented into it. And I'm super excited for this tea to continue to boil, brew. So thank you once again for stopping by my tea house. I hope you enjoyed your tea break, and I'll catch you on the next one.